When two ratios are equal, they can be written as a proportion. A proportion is an equation in which two ratios are stated to be equal. So when two fractions are stated to be equal, we call that proportions. And we can use this method to find missing information as long as we have the same units for both ratios. To find a missing value or to solve for a variable when it comes to proportions, we want to implement what is called cross multiplication, which means we multiply the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction, set it equal to multiplying the numerator for the second fraction with the denominator of the first fraction. And then we can apply the applications of linear equations, well, at least the algebraic part, to solve for the variable. So this next part is going to be very algebraic, which takes you back to college algebra or algebra in high school. Now, we want to solve the proportions for the variable. Utilize cross multiplication. Multiply the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction. That is going to be 12 times x, which is 12x, which equals to multiplying the numerator of the second fraction with the denominator of the first fraction, 3 times 48. So that's 12x equals to 144. We want to get x by itself after that. So we're going to divide both sides by 12. That simplifies out. X is equal to 12. And that is the answer for the variable, or 3a, excuse me. 3b, you're going to follow the same thing as we did in 3a, except you must be more careful. X minus 5 times 20. The 20 is being multiplied to both the x and the 5. So you must put the x minus 5 in parentheses. And that is going to be equal to, when I multiply x plus 2 with 10. So 10 times x minus 2. The x minus 2 must be in parentheses. Next, we're going to use what is called distributive property. The 10 is being multiplied to the x into the minus 5. So I'm going to represent that. 20 times x is 20x. 20 times negative 5 is negative 100. And we're going to do the same thing for the right side. The 10 is being multiplied to, that should be a plus 2, by the way, because it is a plus 2 over here. Just stating that. So that's going to be 10 times x, which is 10x. 10 times positive 2, which is positive 20. We want to solve for x. To solve for x, we want one side to contain only x and the other side to have not an x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 100 on the left side over to the right side by adding 100 to both sides. And I'm going to combine like terms, so I'm going to place the 100 under the 20 on the right side. 20x equals to 10x. Sorry if my handwriting is slanted a little bit. And that's going to be plus 120. After that, we're going to subtract both sides by 10x to get the x's on the left side. That's gone. 10x equals to 120. And to get x by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 10. X equals to 120 divided by 10. 120 divided by 10 is 12. That is the answer to 3B. If you understand 3A and 3B, 3C and 3D shouldn't be that much of a problem. Now we're going to transition on to 3C. Cross multiply. 7 times 9 is going to equal to x times 8, or 8x. 7 times 9 is 63, equals to 8x. To get x by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 8. 8 simplify. X equals to 63 over 8. In this case, if we divide 63 by 8, we get a decimal. I don't want 7.875. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this as a fraction. And you should do the same thing unless it gives you the choice to enter it in as a fraction or a decimal. In my case, I am choosing to leave it as a fraction. Doesn't mean you have to. And now we're going to take care of 3D. 52 divided by u equals to 2. First thing is first, we want to make this to a fraction, and we're going to put a 1 under it. Every whole number, once again, has an invisible 1 being divided by it. And now we're going to cross multiply. 52 times 1, which is just 52, equals to 2 times u, which is 2u. To get u by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 2. (52) divided by 2 is 26. U equals to 26. All right, guys. I hope you guys understood how to solve for proportions, or how to find the missing variable using proportions. I'm going to zoom out all the way so you can see all 3 parts. Even perhaps take a screenshot, or if you want to copy it down. Get the definitions in there as well. Because in the next video, and the final video for this section, I will be combining the ratios and proportions to solve for a missing attribute in the question, and to also answer the questions. All right, guys, hope this makes sense. I'll see you soon. Take care.